to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forwarded.
So, once in heaven, Satan challenged God to a baseball game. And this would be for ruling both heaven and earth for all eternity. But Satan said, you have to have a human active on your roster. So God agrees. And they play the game, and they get to the 9th and final inning. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm telling y'all the wrong story. Look. See, God called to Abraham, and Abraham said, here am I. And God said, Abraham, I want you to take your son, your only son, Isaac, to the land of Moriah and offer him on a hill that I will show you. Well, early the next morning, Abraham gets up. He takes Isaac, 2 of his young servants, a donkey, and some wood, and they set out on their journey. So about the 3rd day, Abraham says to the young men, stay here with the donkey. Me and my son are going to go up yonder to worship, and we will return to you. So Abraham and Isaac walk up the hill alone. And as they're going, Isaac says, Father, well, I see that you have the wood and that you have the ability to make a fire, but where's the lamb for the sacrifice? And Abraham said, God will provide a sacrifice. So they get to the place. And Abraham, well, he builds an altar. And he takes the wood and he puts it on it. And then he asks Isaac to lay down on it. And then he binds his hands and his feet to it. And then he takes out a knife and he stares at his son. And he extends his arm. And just before he was able to bring his arm down, did y'all hear something? Well, anyway, Abraham hears a voice from heaven that says, Abraham, Abraham, do not touch your son and do not do anything to him, for now God knows that you fear him, seeing that you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. And there, trapped in a bush by his horns, was a ram. And so Abraham offered it instead of Isaac. And they too worshiped and went back to the young man just as Abraham had said. What's that? Oh, the baseball game? Oh, well, it's the bottom of the 9th in a 1-1 ball game. It's 1 out, and heaven is up. And the human, let's name him you, is up at bat. Well, Satan smiles and he throws his first pitch.
Strike 1.
He throws his second pitch.
Strike 2.
Third pitch. Well, the human, he bunts. And he takes off running down the first base line. Well, now the demons, they're falling all over themselves trying to get to the ball. They throw the ball to first base, but they overthrow the bag. So now you advance to second base. Well, all of a sudden, God does something quizzical. He steps out the dugout and he steps into a body and walks up to the plate as somebody they call Jesus. Well, now,
Strike 1.
and then the second pitch.
Strike 2.
Third pitch, Satan says, I'm going to throw my screwball. Nobody hits that.
It's a long, towering drive to center field. Back past the warning track. It looks like this one is caught. You tags the bag at second, and he takes off the third. They're rounding third. They're trying to make it home. Here comes the throw from center field. A big dust cloud at home, and you is safe. Heaven wins. Heaven wins. Heaven wins. You got the victory, but it was all made possible on Jesus' sacrifice flop.
Talk about a sacrifice.